Unmuting.
And I'm gonna eat, so I'm gonna be muted.
Okay.
It is a beautiful day in Inaba, and you are a horrible wild card. Didn't expect me to make that reference, did you?
Oh, shut up.
All right. Let's see. Uh, check on my Persona roster. Butterbus, King Frost, Ares, and Takemi Nakata. And I currently have 18k yen. Let's see. Alright. I should probably get a High Priestess persona so that I can do things, further my social link with Yukiko. Let's see, check compendium, view compendium.
Okay, Silver,
What?
I gotta ask.
Yeah?
Why is it that Liu Kang creates some of the most beautiful locales in his new era?
Mm,
Like, like
that
Kronika was Picasso. This man is Bob Ross.
I mean, you think that someone who grew up as a monk wouldn't love a good vista?
feng shui.
Fair enough.
All right. Uh, if I were to get Saki Mitama, I just noticed I've already got over 20% of the registered personas. Not too shabby.
And sometimes I tend to forget that General Xiao is just an absolute freaking unit.
Well, I mean, he is Shao Kahn, alternate dimension, but.
Like,
Alright.
if you don't get your big self, like, if you start, like, boy, if you just, like, boy, if you don't get yourself to the NBA, get yourself some N1s.
Alright. That ought to do for now. Let's go ahead and talk to Yukiko.
Oh,
Oh, Silverscoon. I don't
Huh.
see you here very often. It seems Yukiko has some free time.
Tough crowd. Huh. Tough crowd tonight.
Since you have Saki Mitama, a persona of the Priestess Arcana, you feel you could be closer, and you feel your relationship with Yukiko is going to become closer soon. Spend the day with Yukiko? Yes.
yes.
In front of the Yome Naido bookstore. It seems Yukiko has bought a book about job certifications. Oh, thank goodness. That was the last one. Sensei recommended this book to me because it has details on a bunch of different job licenses. Going to apply for one? Uh-huh, that's right. Yukiko seems a bit embarrassed. Inside the TV, the other me said that she didn't want to inherit the inn. I think those were my true feelings. So I've decided to be a little more true to myself. I refuse to inherit the Amagi Inn. When I graduate, I'm leaving this town. I said it. I said it! Yukiko has a refreshing smile on her face. So, in order to live on my own, I'm thinking of getting a job license. I was thinking something along the lines of an interior decorator. What do you think? Sounds good?
Yes.
It's cool, isn't it? But it's hard. It costs money to get a license. And of course, I can't tell Mother. If only there was a part-time job I could do discreetly. You can make envelopes in your room. go check the board then. It seems you were able to help Yukiko. Touched by Yukiko's spirits, you feel your relationship has grown deeper. We are now rank 2 priestess. The power to create personas of the priestess arcana has grown. Yukiko's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. She can now cast Mudo.
What? Damn.
Thank you for keeping me company today. I was a bit nervous about telling the others how I feel, but I think it'll be alright.
I'll see you later.
You parted with Yukiko as she headed towards the bulletin board and went home. Alright.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. I hear you and Nanako set up a little garden. Well, if you're gonna start something, make sure you do it right, okay? I'll help out a bit when I can. And it looks like...
Hey,
Let's see. How's it going? Oh, well, maybe that wasn't the right line. Dojima's struggling to find the right words. I don't consider myself an old man yet, but when it comes to high schoolers, I don't know what to talk about. You can't communicate well with Dojima. If your expression was at the level of eloquent, you'd be able to carry on the conversation. I'm assuming that one's level 3? You remember you have a book you haven't finished yet. Perhaps you should sit on the sofa and read. Right, I bought a bunch of books last stream. You have a book right now. Read. Which one do I want? Let's start with The Lovely Man. You begin reading The Lovely Man. Every chapter begins. All men have the great spirit of masculinity within themselves. The spirit of true manhood transcends space and time, and all people, of all cultures and genders, feel its call. You feel more like a real man than ever before. There's still some pages of The Lovely Man left. You decide to save them to read next time. Alright. Should we halt class and take a nap? Shape up, assholes. Where's your dignity? First years are slacking off because you guys are slacking off. Kanji Tatsumi is a perfect example. That lazy punk is always ditching. I'd expel his ass from school if I were his home teacher. May not think it's any of your business, but it is. You could all be expelled just as easily. Cause any problems and you earn a one-way ticket out of this place. You'd best keep that in mind. Jackass.
I'm not even dignifying that with a response.
Alright, lunchtime. Who do we have?
Because, for Christ's sakes, man. You really are king, moron.
Oh, Silver-kun. If you're not busy after class, would you walk me home? I'd be happy if you would consider it. See you later. Maybe you should hang out with Yukiko after school. She the only one showing up? Oh no, GA is too.
Yo!
Yo, what you doing? Hey, if you have time after school, do you want to hang out with me? Think about it, alright? Maybe you should hang out with GA after school. Classes have ended for today. You're waiting for Kanji to recover. Let's see. I think I'll take the opportunity. I mean, technically, I'd be hanging out with both of them. If I were to go into the TV world.
When?
Alright, let's see. Let's double check. Okay, so I've got Magician. Emperor's gonna come in handy in a little bit. I got Chariot, I've got Jester, I've got Priestess. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah?
God, Baraka is the most. I think when you play MK1 next October, I got the perfect character that fits your style, dude.
Oh yeah.
Baraka. He is as Unga Bunga as Unga Bunga can get.
Huh. That's right. I never did play as him in October. Actually, wait. Let's see.
Like, helps that he's voiced by the legendary Steve Blum,
Oh right. I forgot about that.
whereas Rain is voiced by Noshir Dalal, I believe.
Noshir Dalal. Don't think I recognize that name.
He was Mysterio in Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac.
Right. I think you mentioned that. Yeah. All right. What do I need as far as items? I think.
Kaiji Tang provides the voice of Sub-Zero. We know him as Emiya from Fate and Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I just imagined how funny it would look if Shiro and Gojo just switched places.
And that prize that is
Guys,
long away.
I should point out. Jake raised an interesting question in the food channel.
Yeah.
Pick your three favorite road trip snacks. Beef jerky, trail mix, Alexo's, fruit snacks, granola bars, candy, cheese sticks, chips, and fruit.
Trail mix, beef jerky, and the granola bars.
I went,
Button mashing.
interesting. I went for trail mix, pretzels, and granola bars.
Pretzels is also a solid choice. But beef
A
jerky.
whole ass apple or banana while on the road.
Yeah. Would not recommend the fruits. Like, they're good for you, but they also perish really easily, especially in the summer when the car gets really hot.
Well, to answer Jake's question, once I get done cooking this super tarkatan, there we go. I like pretzels, jerky, and fruit snacks.
Thanks for waiting.
Okay.
You like them fruit gummies?
Alright, check the weather report. Okay, so... do.
Hey, Reptile. Bought me a 30% handicap. All right, Reptile, I see you.
Let's go.
I see you there, you pretty boy. Now get whooped. Now get whooped by the almighty powers of Unga Bunga.
Why do I imagine you saying that and flipping him off while you do it? Like you're just talking that level of smack.
Before getting his ass smacked into the dirt, presumably.
Just suddenly getting sprayed by acid, and he's just like, okay, fair enough.
That just you just put that out into the universe, and Liu Kang was like, "Bet." Because you just hit the freaking you motherfuckers.
Alright. Level grinding in the bathhouse.
Oh, yo, what?
Not that kind of grinding.
I meant. Never mind. Button mashing. Alright, button mash time.
Alright.
One,
Volt suppressor. That'll be good.
two,
There we go.
right.
Hey there.
Four enemies. They
Alright.
weren't
I
expecting
believe
us.
these two are weak to
Fireworks well on it.
fire.
This'll
Alright. So, Spoon. Mazio.
Hello, Asha.
Two enemies down. Wonderful, Sensei.
To think all this is started because to think Ashura and Reptile met in this studio because of a pure amicable misunderstanding of what Baraka
You have
is.
weakness. Should we show him?
All right.
More to the point, how does Baraka, how does Reptile score with Astra of all people?
Couple of misfits. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I mean, I'm scoring with Remy. You ask me.
She's got us
So
there.
it's basically an Uno
Will you
reverse.
tell me?
So it's basically an Uno reverse of Astra and Sides off here. I mean,
guess.
you're an ice dragon. Dude's a normal on human.
I'm the gremlin and Remy's the actually attractive one.
All right. You
I mean, Reptile's not hard on the eyes, dude.
Ooh. Oh no, 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 no. I do not want to give up the boy. Actually,
Compared
no.
to Asura, though,
Ashra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out on the tar. Oh, hello, Havoc. Buzz off.
All right. Priestess and oh, magic up. That would be good for Orobus.
Yeah, I don't think you want to give up the boy.
I had to.
Unless you want. You motherfucker.
I already have King Frost though, so.
Yep.
Ah, crap. I whiffed.
I'm ambushed by 3 enemies. Don't cry. Chi-chan,
Ow!
Okay.
Okay.
Tara is a definite wood for me.
Chi-chan's really hurting.
Which one?
Kill her.
Tara. One.
It's totally not because of the voice by Megan Fox, is it?
Well,
No one stands
that
in
and
Chi's
Redhead.
way.
A vampire? Redhead? Perish the thought.
Counting on you. Persona.
unheaded and sounding about as soulless as a lot of people say gingers are.
Hey. Rampage.
Giving up the boy for the king boy.
Yosuke.
Wow, okay. These two are kind of being a problem.
Okay. Is not the Havoc I have used to. Well, okay. Huh.
Alright, let's try again with Muhammad.
See,
Well.
on the fruit option,
Great,
on the
Sensei.
fruit option for that road trip snacks
Who do
thing,
they
they
think
show an
they are?
orange? Who the fuck is peeling an entire orange on the road?
You'd be surprised.
Havoc would probably be the motherfucker who does that. Why?
Oranges are hard enough to peel when the ground you're sat on isn't actively shaking.
Fight, fight.
Assault dive.
Havoc is 0 for 2 on fatal blows, lol.
Alright, shuffle time. From the sweet bonus.
Yeah, Astra was basically Havoc was basically pulling Shaq numbers.
Screw it. Lovers. Money up, endurance up. Get the sweep.
Get your money up, not your funny up, Quan Chi.
I put the food question in tugs. Someone said Slim Jims.
Chie-chan,
I
you're
mean,
hurt.
Slim Jims is a brand of beef jerky, so...
Yeah?
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
tap.
You know, I really gotta tip my hat to Quan Chi for bringing in Ermac to the function.
Sometimes
What?
Sometimes the worst methods bring the best results.
I meant when it comes to a certain soup that's going to get theirs when I grind up to a level 25 to get the Motaro cameo.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Otra vez.
You weren't expecting us.
Ultra best.
Otra vez. Once again with this enemy setup.
No one stands It's in Sensei's way.
Irvine's a straight no look. Look block that, Chris.
Someone else's
Oh.
turn.
Rampage.
Yikes, it's tough.
3 enemies. Let's get through this.
But I eat.
You know, if Kojin were here, if Kojin were here, Over if Kojin were here, he'd probably consider me liking Natar to be a maladaptation of what I went through.
I guess. Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest here, he's not wrong.
Let's see. Recover HP and SP, get a chest key, and we get Eligor. I already have Ares for the Chariot Arcana, but...
Oh, yeah.
Red Shadow.
At least it's not the,
I smell
it's not.
blood.
At least it's not Mr. Jingle Jangle Chains.
Work on this one.
Yeah, okay. That one's weak to fire, that one's... Okay. I could try Mudo. I believe, if I remember right, this king reflects Hama.
Hi, baby Bubba. Hey, Lan. Go visit Daddy and a friend?
Actually, hold on. An idea.
Has the boy. Has
No,
the
that
fireball.
one's too risky. What about...
Alright, Drake, I need to ask this about our first constable friend here, just so my bases are covered. You think she's more of a cat person or a dog person?
Lee May?
Who?
Lee May.
Lee
Remem-
May?
Uh,
Oh, she. That's an interesting question. Because I could see her as a cat person, but she's also a cop. I could see her as a dog person as well, because she's probably had to work with Outworld versions of like police dogs.
maybe she's one of those column A, column B types where she's okay with either.
So like me and you.
Well, you seem to have more of a preference toward cats. I seem to have more of a preference towards dogs. But with her, it seems like it could go either way.
Fair enough. Also, me
You've
liking
never had-
cats looks at my tail. Gee, what gave you that idea?
I think I'll try switching to Takemino
Fuck, I should grab my ears too.
And let's try...
How do I do that?
Yeah, this is a bit overkill, but I'll like it.
Tetracon.
How do I get above that?
That's some thick skin.
Okay.
Huh.
And Reptile's a good boy here too.
Reptile's a pretty good guy in this new game.
In the new era, yes.
He, if I heard right,
Chie-chan, that's 2.
he does join Earth's Defenders for a while.
Yeah?
The ultimate
Yeah.
only really goes back to Outworld in order to help guide his
This'll
people
be a
into,
piece of cake for
you know, a
Yuki-chan.
brighter future.
Perhaps. Also,
Oh, then you know
why does
what?
Kitana look so good in that Shiva Ravantai outfit? Ah!
I'll have to double check that outfit.
What happened about it, that is what he does. At the end of his tower run, we hear him say that he was asked by the Imperial family themselves to be their new
Oh yeah, they're emissary.
diplomat with the Terrans.
Can confirm. Uh-oh.
Let's...
Walk. Oh, thank the gods!
All I can say is, I'm proud of him.
You and me both, Drake.
Ooh. I could get Andra
Because-
back.
He's come a long way as a character since his days
And he came a long way from being a secret character.
Oh yeah, because he was in the first Mortal Kombat, or was it second?
Yeah, in the OG back in '91.
Right, and then later on, didn't they do the same thing with Smoke?
And Noob and Jade? Yes.
Woo! One of my lost one of my game cartridges.
Okay. Yukiko leveled up. Treasure chest. A life stone. Okay, that's handy.
Although I have an inkling that when I unlock Motaro and Havoc, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say, but here we are. Why would I have the feeling that the boy
The enemies. Don't get careless. Persona.
that would probably bat at Motaro's cyber tail, like some kind of cat toy?
You know, I could kinda see it.
3 enemies down.
Cat? I was asking Drake, but okay.
Wait, what was that?
Why would I have this feeling that Motaro would have to deal with Lance's cat antics, like batting at his tail? Hello, General Shao.
Probably.
Let's see. Persona level up, recover HP and SP. I don't have Hanged Man social
A
link.
dead man can down to spam.
I don't have Hanged Man social link, but very.
Oh. Alright, General, I'll let you have this one. Salty bugger.
Okay, Takemi Nakata just got
I
survived.
lost no more, but I will win.
Alright.
Next.
Takemi Nakata learned
Yep.
Survive Light. That means any light elemental attack, which is normally insta-kill, he will instead survive with, like, a small amount of health left.
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
These are
I'll
weak-
take that as a compliment.
Fire works
These are
well
weak
on it.
to fire. Okay.
Some thick skin. 2 enemies left.
See, I can be polite to people. Ooh, Liu Kang voice line. Ooh, Liu Kang announcer pack. Yay! Yay! Oh, we have another Natara sighting.
Maragi.
You're awesome, Sensei.
Okay, so same question for Lee May that I have for Natara.
You hit its weak.
Is
Should we
she a
show
cat
who's
person
boss?
or a dog person?
She would totally be a cat person. I have only known about, like, one vampire who was ever a dog person, and that's Helsing Alucard.
Hey,
Uh,
you do realize that all vampires historically have had the ability to turn into wolves, right?
I didn't realize that was a thing for all vampires.
Yeah, that was a thing in the original Bram Stoker novel.
Huh. Must have completely forgotten about that.
Kind of like how you completely
It's,
forgot.
In
Not that you got the wrong.
That's straight up something. I'm not done. That's straight up something that they pulled for Alucard in the Castlevania series.
Oh, right!
He can turn into a wolf, a cloud of mist, and a bat.
Yeah,
Exact things that
One
Dracula
missing.
in the Bram Stoker
okay,
novel.
okay. I
was
did
able to-
Yep.
I did forget about Castlevania Alucard transforming into a wolf, so...
Another level for me.
Not just that, but also a cloud of mist and a bat.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Vampires were really just shapeshifters in general. Wasn't always just a bat. I think it was more popularized by the movie with Bela Lugosi.
God rest his soul.
Yosuke finally learned Garula. Let's replace Garu.
Bah.
Yeah. I think it's the same deal with Lee May. Bit of column A, bit of column B.
You think so?
Alright, E.
Yeah.
Now the question is, I was about to say, the question is, what would Katana choose? But it's Cat. It's Cat.
Katana is totally a cat person.
Yeah, she would probably baby the crap out of Lance.
Revenant Katana in the very previous game wore a cat, wore like a cat style hood.
Oh yeah, the Catwoman cosplay.
Yeah,
I forgot about that, yeah.
she's a cat person. I see both Reiko and General Shao as dog people because they're so very much military.
I think Reiko even was referred to as an attack dog a couple of times.
Yep.
I mean, the general did save his life during the Kabbalah War.
Now, shall we move on?
I mean, look, mate, that don't mean fucking shit if you give up your heart and soul for it.
Well,
As Steiner said, just because you've sworn your life to fealty, sworn your life to service, doesn't mean that you have to live in fealty forever. No, you can still think for yourself. A good soldier doesn't always follow orders. A good soldier will call out the orders that are wrong.
yeah, I don't think Reiko got that memo.
But he did understand the kill Homelander assignment. Yay?
Chie-chan is swatting them left and right.
Let's move on to something happy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nino Kuni familiars. I want to list all of them for you guys. We're going through all of the genuses. Millites, Bestiae, Aquatica, Aves, Minima, Automata? Was it Automata? Yeah, Automata.
Let's see.
Flora, Vermes, Nymphae, Demonia, Arcana, Dracones, and Mortuae. Not Nobilia because there's only one of the sort, and again, it's effectively your reward for beating every battle in the game.
Hi there!
I get the feeling that at the end of this, Remy will indeed like the Automata genus.
I mean, I am a ninja. I'm always fascinated with technology.
I also see you liking Midlights, Bestiae, and maybe either Arcana or Dracones.
3 enemies down.
Our enemy
So Midlights.
Wow. Okay.
What's up, John?
I may be able to keep talking.
Oh, sorry.
I just did an aerial rape with a friggin' Scorpion here,
Alright,
who was
sorry.
voiced by Daisuke Tsuchi, who voiced Jin from Ghost of Tsushima.
Alright, Forrest was...
As I was saying, Midlights, Cloud Wars who boast great battlefield experience. Midlights excel about their offensive abilities, defensive power, and speed. And some are also adept at using weapons. Know that while all creatures like sweet things, Midlights are famous for their love of chocolate. We start with the Little Big Horn, which carry almost twice their body weight in the form of 2 large horns. The masks in the most stagnant conditions. Evolve into big horns and then either batter horns or splatter horns. I am not reading the flavor text for these evolutions because we will literally be here all night. Up next is the Purloiner. It's level 5. It's gonna be puns. Vexatious creatures known to target wealthy humans and steal their valuables. This is almost always done for the thrill alone, and the plunder is soon
Don't
returned.
get careless.
Going to cut purses and then either push in bouts or push in boats.
Someone else's turn.
How you doing, John? You handling these puns?
It's
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you saying something? I was too busy locking into this fight against Rain.
Oh, wow. Still, I
Up
do.
next is the Hog. Up next is the Hog Goblin. These curious creatures will usually settle in mountainous areas where they live in large communities. The sticks they carry are used for hunting, cooking, and more besides. Evolve into Gobfathers and then either Gobspeeds or Gobforsakens. I myself have a Gobforsaken that I named Ganon. Up next we have the first familiar you get in the game. The soldier of Oliver's heart, the Might. Though small, these creatures have warriors' hearts and a fighting spirit allows them to face up to any enemy without fear. They evolve into Mighty Mites and then either Dynamites or Mermites.
I think I'll go.
Finally, we have the Hurleys. I had a teacher whose last name was Hurley once. Extremely strong creatures who amuse themselves by juggling rocks. A true spectacle for the curious observer. They evolve into Burly Hurleys and then either Hercules or Hurlabaloos.
Okay, those are pretty good.
partner. Okay.
Up next we have Bestii. A commentating grasslands rolled over. Bestii are some of nature's toughest warriors. Bestii are swift, powerful creatures that generally live on grassy plains and other such flatlands. They tend not to use weapons, preferring instead to attack with their teeth, claws, and tails. Though not aggressive, they can be rendered amenable with cold treats. Ice cream being a particular favorite. First off, we have the Tiny Lions, Ruffs. Creatures are usually seen tagging on the rolling hills that surround Ding Dong Dell. Though generally rather frantic, they become utterly indolent at the first sign of rain. They evolve into Ruffians, and from there, either Gruffians or Scruffians. Up next, you have the Rhinosaurs. Creatures enjoy coexistence in dense, verdant forests. Once battle has been joined, however, they do not hesitate to use their enormous bodies to crush the enemy. These evolve into Rhinosnores, and from there, either Rhinoboars or Rhinosaws. Next is the Jabber. Jabbers are born from hearts that yearn for freedom. They are generally found deep in forests, playing or hunting as the mood takes them. These evolve into Stabbers, and then from there, into either Stabberwockies or Jabberguppies. You're gonna like this one. We have the Bartender. For being extremely rock, once bartenders have deemed someone an annoyance, they will not rest until the subject of their agitation has been driven away. Excuse me.
Why do I imagine it?
Easy
being-
moment to...
Sorry, the bartender thing. Why do I imagine it being one of the sheep from
Three enemies.
what was
but
that one
they're
game,
too
Catherine?
I don't know. These are like a combination of a unicorn, a sheep, and a rabbit.
Slow. 3 enemies down. Should we show them
Stay
They've
behind.
evolved to barbarians, and then from there either Bobby or Barn Dancer.
Ah,
I'm going to be cringing by the end of this because reading through all these puns hurts.
I don't know. I like it.
That makes one of
Yeah,
us.
Up next we have Sorboars. Two aggressive creatures that charge into enemies on sight. Reserves have confirmed that they survive by crashing into trees and consuming the fruit that falls off. From there, they evolve to crashing boars, and from there, either hyperbores or full bores. Next, we have the infant.
I smell
These
three
Killjoys are
enemies.
mainly
Don't
known for their
get careless.
considerable bulk. The fact that gets close while from the trunk gets comments, some request many an unsuspecting wizard. They evolve to Psychophants, and from there, either Triumphants or Hierophants.
Okay, that's
Oh, we are playing for Sona. The latter seems to fit.
yeah.
Up next, we have my favorite bestiae familiar, the Clubber Cub. Clubber Cubs are obsessed with martial arts, indicate their whole lives are training for battle. Some of the most powerful ones have been seen crushing large boulders with a single blow. These evolve to Lubber Clubs, and from there, either Adamant Tigers or Elegant Tigers.
I'm sorry.
Thumbleemer. Small creatures that are very fond of dancing. The graceful movements and contact are none be a source of encouragement to the companions. What were you gonna say, love?
I just got the magician card in shuffle time, so I upgraded one of my skills. Take Minakata Zionga, that's the level 2 single target lightning spell, has been upgraded to Mazionga, so it's multi-target now. This thing is gonna wreak havoc.
Yeah, this thing's gonna hit like a sledgehammer on crack.
Rank,
Oof, yes.
rank 4 coin, rank 3 1, so I get more money and more experience. Nice.
Alright. Thumbleemers evolve into Dumbleemers, and then from there, either Sirs or Catchers.
Okay, those are pretty good. Those are pretty good puns.
The Sasquish. So they dwell on only a handful of snow-covered islands. These creatures' mighty roars are so loud as to be audible in distant tropical climes. They evolve into Sasquashes. From there, either Papa Sasquashes or Mama
Two enemies.
Sasquashes.
You can attack before them. Soda.
Next up, we have the Aquatica. Fearsome creatures that lurk in the darkness of the depths. Aquatica thrive where there's plenty of moisture, meaning seas, lakes, and even humid swamps. And sewers, as we discover. Aquatica thrive. Their ability to move freely in water gives them an advantage over most travelers, so take great care when journeying through the aforementioned habitats. Creatures of this genus favor pies over other types of treats. And so we start with my favorite, the Dangler fish. These creatures hunt in dank, wet places, using their lantern-like antennae to lure prey before gobbling them up whole. They evolve into strangler fishes, and then from there, either mangler fishes or spangler
A
fishes.
weird monster. Beat the
Okay.
stuffing out of it.
Ooh, I found a golden hand. I think I'll go ahead and switch to Orobas. Hysterical slap
Next
on
we have,
one.
next we have what may end up being Coquille's favorite familiar, the Tattleywink. Creatures whose enthusiastic hopping makes them seem both charming and approachable. Be very careful, however. They have been known to strike unsuspecting onlookers with their poisonous tongue. These evolve into Tadolescents, and then from there, either Tadabouts or Tadorables.
Yeah, Koki is a frog, so it makes sense. She would like her. He would be among her people.
Up next is the Splisher, which might be Remy's favorite because it's a mermaid seal.
It's a Selkie.
Yep. Creatures who prefer to live together in quiet, peaceful societies. So relaxed their lives indeed that they are prone to falling asleep at any given moment. Evolve into Splashers, and from there, either Snappers or Snippers.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
We have the Hooray.
Okay.
Sea creatures that use their broad fins to traverse the oceans, When appear around the docile, they have been known to jump out of the water and attack unsuspecting seafarers. These evolve into hip rays, from there either grim rays or spring rays. At the end, with the... Actually, this one might also be Remy's favorite, because it's a catfish battery monster.
Catfish battery monster.
The Sparky! Creatures that use charged coils to deliver devastating electrical attacks. They have also been known to become overexcited and execute themselves with them. They evolve to Waties, and from there, either ACs or DCs.
It's not going down.
You guys hear something?
Asshole.
Woohoo, Chie-chan! That's one!
Oh, no. I'm not the asshole. I just asked a simple yes or no question.
Depends. What did you think you hear? Because I
There's
mean,
something-
Force was talking.
I thought I heard both Edison and Tesla having a brain aneurysm from what Drake just said.
Oh, that's what you meant. But yeah,
One enemy!
just gonna apply to this first, and then we'll get to the Aves, the birds.
Burp.
Bird.
Or somewhere. Nice. Got both of the gold hands.
Silver, when you said Reiko didn't get the memo about loyalty does not equal fealty, I thought you said that as a joke.
Yeah, no, he's kind of fanatical about it.
Up next, we have-
Kinda fanatical.
Next we have Aves, winged beasts that soar upon the six winds. Both Aves use their wings to take to the skies and pounce on unsuspecting victims from above, often using their sharp beaks as weapons. Aves will eat almost anything they can peck at, but have been observed to have a particular fondness for all kinds of ice cream.
Ice cream sounds good.
First off, we have the minor bird. Creatures who fly by flapping their broad wings, sharp of eye and very speedy. Is rare for prey to escape once spotted. Birds are unique in that they spend their entire lives in the air. These evolve into major birds, and from there, either firebirds or thunderbirds.
Ooh, okay, yep, no, I think I know which one I would want.
I think we know what.
There are
what.
two enemies! Hang in there!
You know what? I think it's about that time we ask which one, which familiar all these characters would have when I'm done here.
Perhaps. Up next, we have the Crowhawk. Easily identified due to their magnificent crests. These creatures are often heard at dawn, growing together in large numbers. As a result, they are often referred to as desert alarm clocks. Yes, the point is that they are birds with mohawks. Blade mohawks, specifically.
When you are
They evolve
aerodynamically designed.
They
Sorry,
evolve
I was
into
just.
mohawks. And from there, either Prohawks or Snowhawks.
I imagine an imposter of those would be a faux hawk.
You motherfucker!
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh,
Up
that
next, we
happened.
have the Wambat.
There are four
Though these
enemies!
creatures
I
tend
know
to
you
keep
can
to the
win.
dark caves that they inhabit, they are able to sense when the companions are in danger and fly to the rescue wherever they are. These evolve into Wishing Wambats, and from there, into either Vampire Bats or Captain Whamtastics.
Chie-chan is swatting them left and right! This one's...
We have the Sleepy Fowl. Curious creatures
Okay.
which forms a face and track their lines. They tend to wait in trees for a silly weak victim before using their wings to blow sand in its eyes. These evolve into Hippie Fowls. From there, either Grumpy Fowls or Wimpy Fowls. And next up, we have the Drongo.
Chie-chan,
Creatures
you're hurt.
noted
Get
for
some
the
help.
single decorative plume that adorns their head. Though they do not enjoy fighting, they're capable of unleashing powerful electrical attacks when enraged. These are literally wizard penguins.
So basically, your favorite, right?
Now, we're gonna get to my favorite soon, I'm sure. These evolve into Strongos, and from there, either Florongos or Electrongos. No, okay, you know how I said we're gonna get to mine soon enough? It's literally right here. The Fighting Tail. These creatures are easily embarrassed and blush whenever anyone looks at them. They hide their shame by wearing a tough homemade helmet that covers their entire head. These evolve into the Nightingales, night spelled like the person, and from there into either my favorite Aves genus familiar, the Paladin Partridge, or the Bushido Bantam.
Okay, those are pretty good.
We have the two Whit. These nocturnal creatures are usually asleep during the day. The rumor has it that their narrow eyes see the truth in all things. They're enclosed. They're owls, so I get a thing that you'll like them, Emmy, because you like owls.
Thank you, Athena.
These evolve into the two Hoots,
There are two
and
enemies.
from
Hang in
there into either the Sharpshooter or the Hooting Star.
It's you.
Sharpshooter, that's pretty good.
And that's it. That's it for the Aves. Next we have the Minima.
It's down.
But first I need to reply to someone.
I'm taking the money.
Alright, so I want to hear your guess. What are the Minima genus familiars? Because I struggled figuring out what the fuck their whole deal was myself.
I was going to say like rabbit people or something, but then I'm like, no, I'm thinking cave story. I'm thinking Mimiga.
Yeah. The Minima are just small. What binds this genus together is that they're all just like small. They're the little guys. They're little guys.
Just a little fella, just a little dude.
Beware those whose size makes them appear harmless. Minima are very small creatures whose adorable appearance has lured many an unwilling traveler to his doom. They're very fond of freshly baked pies and have never been known to turn one down as a treat. First off, we start with what would probably be Koki's favorite. The walking cactus ball on a doll body, the
There are
Floret.
two enemies. Hang in there.
These creatures are believed to have sprung from the hearts of sun-kissed plants and have the invaluable ability to send their enemies to sleep.
Go, Sensei. You knocked
These
it down.
evolve into Florets Florets, and from there, either Horde Florets or Florid Florets. Next, we have the Rabot. Creatures are believed to be born from plumbers and spanners and are known to throw their tools at any enemy that irritates them. They evolve into Jack Rabots,
You
and
hit
from
its
there,
weakness.
either Whack
Be sure.
Rabots or Hack Rabots. You ever see a mechanical rabbit body with a fucking gas mask head carrying an axe? That's what a Hack Rabot is.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Up next we have the Tyke. Who with both shield and spear. These creatures attack anyone who dares approach their forced home. Though there's a spear short, its head is very sharp, and it is to be avoided at all costs. These evolve into Spike Tykes, and from there, either Psych Tykes or Pike Tykes.
Get a couple of them, call them Mike and Ike.
Up next, we have the Tur Bandit. mysterious creatures believed to be born from the wands of wizards who perish in the desert, launch fireballs at their foes without the slightest warning. It evolves into the Turburn, and from there, either the Turban myth or the Turban
I smell
legend.
2 enemies. Beat them up.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
with
it
the
is pretty good.
darkness. You
Up next is a familiar I've never been able to fucking figure out how to get. The Idler. Fundamentally lazy creatures. Even their periodic bursts of energy do not last very long. These evolve into Wild Idlers, and from there, into either All-Seeing Idlers or Evil Idlers. We have the Small Fry. Mysterious little creatures that reside in the foothills of Old Smoky. They act nothing more than playing with fire, much to the annoyance of those who have to live alongside them. These evolve into Deep Fries, and from there, either Fire Fries or Flash Fries.
Before we move on, I also like to point out that Dark Raiden, Titan Raiden, and the upcoming Chaos Raiden are voiced by Travis Willingham,
Okay.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
who voiced the Roy Mustang in Full Metal Alchemist and Zavok in some of the Sonic games.
Oh yeah, the Zeddy, the lead Zeddy, right?
Yeah, the lead Zeddy.
I remember playing Sonic Lost World a while back, but I don't remember if I got that far.
I did.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Sindel is voiced by one Mara Junot, who voiced Storm in the more recent Marvel outing.
Fitting.
What?
Fitting.
I mean, she was married to T'Challa for a time.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Up next, we have the Den Key. Creatures that are born from the keys of houses that hold precious memories. Having a Den Key appear in your house is considered an extremely auspicious omen. These evolve into the Turn Keys, and from there, into either Master Keys or
look for the
Dawn
enemies.
Keys.
Careful.
Ah.
Finally, for a minute, we have the Spittu. Ill-tempered creatures who always carry a stock of seeds to spit those they find irritating.
Chie-chan is swatting them left and
Evolve
right.
into Spitooligans, and from there, either Lickety Spittoos or Sniper Spittoos.
This'll be a
So we have what's
piece of
gonna be
cake,
Remy's
Chie-chan.
favorite, the Automata genus. Sentient
Three
creatures
enemy
born from the
reinforcements.
products of man's ingenuity.
Electricity will work on it.
Since creation of the
Easy.
first rudimentary tool, human ingenuity has driven civilization
Three
onwards,
enemies. Let's get
resulting
through
at
this.
length in the complex machines we see today. At certain of these machines should become sentient. However, arose not from human design, but from the life found in all things. Despite the mechanical nature, automata have appetites just like every other creature, and are known to be fond of soft treats such as flans.
I mean, flans are good.
Counting on you. Persona. Someone else's turn.
First
I
off,
haven't-
we have one of my favorite named one, the Monolith. Usually found in and around abandoned temples, monoliths are ancient stone tablets
Chie-chan
brought
is
to life.
swatting them left and
Too
right.
sturdy, they turn aside most blows with ease. Evolve into megaliths, and from there either paleoliths or neoliths.
Okay, those are pretty good.
Who's gonna
names.
say? I'm gonna let John speak, and I'm gonna continue.
Actually, I think I know why you would consider the Automata Silver's favorite. Hint, freaking hint.
Yes, we get it.
I wasn't being subtle about it, dude! Up next, we have the Sprog Cog. Cog-shaped creatures that are capable of flying into broken machines, bringing them back to life. They're also thought to drain their enemies' spirit. They won't do hot cogs, which I need to bring up something funny about the hot cog. I know I wasn't gonna talk about, like, the flare attacks for the evolutions. But I love the Hot Cog. It loves to create havoc by doing the exact thing it did as a Sprog Cog. But doing this causes the machines it enters into to burst into flames.
Oh god.
What?
Hot Cogs then can evolve into either Super Cog Doctors or Cog Dancers.
Huh.
Next up we have my favorite automata line, the Tin Man. Composed entirely of metal, these creatures are known for the distinctive clanking sound they make when they walk, which unfailingly alerts enemies to their presence.
Enemies, but they're too
These evolve
slow.
into the dun 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 dun.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The Iron Man! And from there they evolve into either the Steam Men or the Beam Men. At the end of this line is either steampunk or cyberpunk, and I personally went with steampunk.
Yeah, that line sounds like it'd be fun. Ooh.
Next we have the Clickety Clank. Believed to be born from the Scarlet Mechanical Toys. These metal creatures stomp around in the dead of night, long after most wizards have gone to bed. These things are literally living Tinker Toys.
Oh, wrong. Okay.
They evolve into Clinkety Clank Mark IIs, and from there either Clinkety Clank LX, which shoot lasers, or Clinkety Clank DX, which have drill hands.
Well,
Okay.
it's basically either Mr. Static or Tunneler.
Yep. The last one in this, and one I've never been able to figure out how to find. The Fuddy Daddy. It's literally Eggman with no arms. Though they're always controlling everyone around them. It seems that Fuddy Daddies are just lonely creatures desperately seeking attention.
That's true.
And on to Big Daddies, and from there either Granddaddies or Baddie Daddies.
Okay, some of the jokes there just write themselves.
And the Baddie Daddy literally looks like Eggman! It literally just looks like Eggman if he turned himself into a robot.
Wasn't that actually a thing in one of the Sonic comics?
Get some
I know for
help.
sure he's made robot decoys.
Yeah.
Or was I thinking of something else?
No, you might also be right.
Up next is the Flora. Creatures born from verdant plants. Flora are creatures born from grasses, trees, or fruits. Any type of plant life, in other words. They're therefore mostly found in forests
Okay.
and other areas of abundant vegetation.
Getting out.
Flora are known to favor treats that are easy to eat, such as flans. We're starting off with the most defensive familiar in the game, guys. The ultimate shield. The Lumberwood. Despite towering over most wizards, these creatures are surprisingly gentle and adored by nature lovers the world over. They evolve into Limberwoods, and from there into either Umberwoods or Wildwoods. Umberwood
There are two
has the
enemies. Hang in
highest
there.
defense stat
Wind is
of any familiar in the game.
counting on you.
That is a right bitch to tame, but oh my god, if you are patient enough to do it, you have something that doesn't die.
That sounds like it got in handy.
Very in handy. There's a reason there's only one in the entire world map. It's stationary, and if you don't succeed at taming it, you have to change maps and then come back.
Oh, this sucks.
What?
If I want the sweep bonus, I have to take 2 moons, which means double hits of half experience.
Suffer love.
I'd like to see you take a crack at this game.
after you've taken a crack at a few more of the ones I want you to try.
Alright, let's see.
By the way, Silver.
Yeah.
Remember that bit you said about a monk? I don't know if it's you or Drake who said that
Shadows, you
Luke,
get to go
that
first.
Lucan gets a Vista. The hourglass is technically a Vista for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
look
me
at
who
the
brought
background.
these stars. Yeah, up next we have the Bubuds. The little creatures with personalities to match, though they are far from strong themselves. They never hesitate when it comes to helping a friend in need.
Two enemies.
These evolve into Sponge Bubuds, and from there, either Lotus Bubuds or Tropical Bubuds.
What buds? Why does it sound like a Mario character?
I was actually
thinking
about to compare
Bob-ombs,
it to
right?
Pokemon, because you remember Flabebe?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, these guys are just like doofy Flabebes.
Half experience and half money.
Oh.
Well, at least the 3 of wands mitigates the loss of experience, but...
Next we have, what will probably be Remy's favorite, the Green Buncher. Desert-dwelling creatures often confused with ordinary fruit by hunger-maddened travelers. Take care not to make this mistake. They are powerful enemies in unwilling snacks. These things are literally walking banana bunches. Though, like the large banana bunches that hang in trees.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
What are they
They
in
evolve
pajamas?
into
3 enemies
They
down.
evolve into yellow bunchers, and from there into either underripe bunchers or overripe bunchers. Finally, we have the Nap Cap. Ones from the nutrient-rich soil found under fruit trees. These permanently sleepy creatures seem to adapt to life above ground. They evolve into dunce caps, and from there either mad caps or night caps. Anyone have anything they want to say before we move on to the Vermes genus?
Two enemies. You can attack before them.
No one got anything to say? Alright.
Yeah, I
So we
got
move on
nothing.
Move on to the Vermes genus, which is probably gonna be your least favorite, just like it's my least favorite.
Now's okay. Out of our way.
And they're my least favorite because they have so much potential and they just don't realize any of it. Small creatures who boast surprising strength. The hearts of some of the humblest organisms that inhabit our world. They give rise to varied creatures that are almost unrecognizable from their crawling, slithering progenitors. Though they look rather feeble at first glance, Vermes are capable of causing a great deal of damage. Bullshit. Being variously blessed with fangs, claws, and stings. They are known to favor treats that look as spectacular as they taste. Sundays, for example. We start with the Worker Bumbler. Creatures who spend their days transporting nectar. Their poison leaves are used to protect their precious cargo from any would-be thieves. Evolve into Drone Bumblers, and from there, Soldier Bumblers or Queen Bumblers. We have the Whippersnapper. Though usually found lying motionless at the base of a tree, Whippersnappers spring to life in the presence of potential prey and give chase with great vigor. Evolve into Trapper Snappers, and from there either Snap Traps or Clap Traps. John, did you have something to say?
I'm sorry, I'm just... Scorpion fusion in this game called Stung Wow. Fucking weak.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, and our ass, you sons of bitches.
You know what? I think I'll go ahead and use a go home to get out of here, just so I can fuse some personas and clear up some room in my roster.
Okay, hear me out on this female scorpion, boys. Would.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I'm a female scorpion?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Oh? Let's see.
I'm in the Velvet Room. Something is different. Marie's not here. If you're looking for Marie, I sent her on an errand. She should be back soon. Oh, where did you send her? Oh, please don't be concerned. The errand is, of course, pertaining to those of us who reside within the Velvet Room. I would never allow her to roam your world freely by herself. Huh? There's a piece of paper on the floor.
Oh,
Oh, what is that? She must have dropped it. It seems the piece of paper belongs to Marie. You notice something written on it. Perhaps you should return it to her.
ah!
Ah! Wait, no! Marie frantically snatches the paper away from you. Ah!
What
Wait.
is this?
What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? Did you look? No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to look.
I see.
Oh. You didn't? Really? Then that's good. Marie looks very relieved. Just forget this happened. All of it. I'm hypnotizing you now. Sleep, sleep. You didn't see anything. Now wake up.
Never quit your day job, Marie.
That is quite an interesting reaction. Is what is on the paper really that embarrassing?
Welcome to the
Oh,
Velvet
my
Room.
legs.
Excuse us. Now once again, welcome to the Velvet Room. Welcome, my butt. That was close. Marie returns to her seat and
Oh.
fidgets restlessly. Okay, that was cute.
That was cute.
Alright.
Alright,
Fusing
up next,
for
we have the Silly Manda. Silly Manda. Though these creatures try to keep a low profile on the wetlands they inhabit, their bright coloring means they are easily spotted in the undergrowth.
Let's see.
These evolve into Slamanders, and then from there either Pyromanders or Petramanders. We have what is unironically probably gonna be Remy's favorite of these, the Ouroboros.
What?
The spectacular strikes of these snake-like creatures leave onlookers dumbfounded. Even more impressively, the nests are decorated in the same pattern. Evolve into Chloroboros, and then from there, either Obscuroboros or Floroboros.
Let's see.
Here's a.
Ikusa.
Did not a single soul tell me that? Not a single soul told me that there would be a female Ermac. Okay, cool.
Ermac is a collection of souls. What?
At least some of them would have to be female, yeah.
True.
Well, now for what is for the purposes of just jokes, sir. Purposes of just jokes. Remy's favorite, the Incy. Timid creatures whose lack of a backbone is usually all too apparent. Comes to crunch, however, they have been known to show great tenacity. These evolve into Wincies, and from there, either Webmasters or Weaver Divas. Spiders, your favorite.
Okay, for the whole female Ermac thing, I have to ask the question. If you get in a relationship with does it count as a harem?
I'm sorry.
I mean, does saying someone who has a plurality count as a harem? I don't think so.
It's one body, but it's a legion.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Is dating, like, launched from Dragon Ball on as a harem? Because there's two minds in that body.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, nope, valid question.
Yeah, up next, Nymphi! I hurt my foot. Small creatures who long for nothing more than a quiet life at one with nature. Nymphi are extremely elusive, and most non-wizards do not even believe that they exist. Once one starts to occur, they can be found in the most unexpected places. If you have a chance to meet one, be sure to offer it some cake.
Let's see.
We start off with probably the most fairy-like of all of them, the Lagoon Naiad. These tiny creatures derive their healing powers from the magical stones they carry. The stones themselves are said to disappear when their owners die. These are on to sea naiads, and from there, either lesser spotted naiads or greater naiads. I'm not sure of the airheads. This is gonna be your favorite, love, cause they're lightning.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
These creatures are known for the crackling lightning clouds attached to their heads. The sparks they produce invariably thwart their attempts to conceal themselves from foes. These evolve into beach heads, and then from there either fountain heads or thunder heads.
I'm just a couple levels short from Pyro Jack.
Up next we have another that looks very much like a stereotypical fairy, the Seed Sprite. They're born from thorny flowers. The disposition of these creatures is anything but prickly. In battle, they support their companions with all manner of strange powers. Evolve into Sprout Sprites, blah. And from there, either Sweet Pea Sprites or Sugar Plum Sprites.
Well,
Next up we have the best experience in the game. The Toko line. These artless creatures are born in force that teem with life. Their ability to briefly blind their foes goes some way to make up for the total lack of battlefield knows. These evolve into Toko Tokos, and then from there either Toko Tokods or Doko Tokos.
Doko, Asoka, where are you, my heart?
These things are basically bags of EXP. Think the metal slimes. And these guys, like the metal slimes, have a propensity to run from battle if you give them the chance. Up next we have what's gonna be Remy's favorite in name, Lottie.
What?
These creatures are born from wobbly made pieces of crockery. They attack their enemies by spraying them with water from their capacious bellies. These evolve into jack potties, and from there into either the drunken crackpots or the cooking hot pots.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, Wapo.
Right.
oh god, I can't believe I have to do with the most wholesome boy in the entire roster.
Reptile?
No, Smoke.
Oh, him, yeah. He's pretty wholesome too.
Alright, up next we have my favorite genus. Gee, can you fucking guess why? Dracones!
Yeah.
Fearsome creatures who ruled over the land and sky since the dawn of time! The proud creatures of the Draconis genus have endured for millennia as a result of their extraordinary resilience. They bless their sharp fangs, long talons, and broad wings, all of which can be brought to bear during battle. Still more impressively, many are equally comfortable on land and in the air. Should one wish to befriend such a creature, a gift of hard chewy treats, such as chocolate, might help to break the ice.
Ooh,
Up first, we have Plessy. Sea dragons whose fondness for humans often leads them onto dry land. Though they tend to struggle in hot weather, even weakened Plessies can cause trouble with their water-based attacks. These are on to messy Plessies, and from there either stressy Plessies or blessy Plessies. We have, up next, Naja. Subterranean creatures that slither around on their smooth bellies. They're known to attack their prey both by using the venomous fangs and by cooling themselves around them. These evolve into Najalisks. From there, into either Mahanajas or Najapatras. This is one of my favorite familiars in the game. Oh my god, yes. Up next we have the Teeny Bopper. It's a duck dragon. Small creatures that evolve great climbing abilities and are often found sleeping in the branches of tall trees. On the ground, they want to kick sand at those who disturb them. Evolve into big boppers, and from there, duck-billed boppers or uniboppers. These are literally duck-like raptors.
Okay, that's
Wow.
There are 3 enemies.
Next up, we have the ultimate attacker, Dinoceros. These uncommonly strong creatures can lift the heaviest of objects with ease, and are notable for the lengths to which they will go in order to help their companions. These evolve into Destroceroses, and then into either Dermatoliceroses, or if you're familiar with the highest attack in the game, the Catastroceros. This thing is easier to get than the Ultimate Shield. But my fucking god does it hurt to fight! A single Dinoceros can easily handle a team of second stage familiars.
alright.
Let that just sink in. An unevolved Dinoceros can keep up with a second level familiar of any other species.
I'm sorry, Nani the what?
These things have such brute force power! And are only held back by the fact that they move and attack slowly. But you can give this thing Ear Splitter, which is a physical attack that hits the entire field. So it doesn't fucking need to worry about moving. Say hello to the ultimate hammer! You think I was gonna say spear? No. That implies this thing pierces. It just shatters everything in its path. Next we have a familiar you can only get through special means, through familiar tickets with the ultimate sage. The Sap Dragon. Sap Dragons are notable for their wing-like ears and tiny fangs. They're generally thought to be gentle souls that are especially not fond of fighting. Or not especially fond of fighting, my bad. These evolve into Flap Dragons, and from there either Scrap Dragons or Nap Dragons. Next we have Cutie, a Drago. Domesticated creatures are incapable of fending for themselves. They're double round eyes and tailor-made for the task of extracting human affection. Remy, you shut the fuck up.
What?
I was like a cutie pie, the Drago, going through like talking about it's a domesticated creature that is tailor-made for extracting human affection. I'm like, wait, no, Remy, you shut up right now.
That's some thick skin.
Because I know exactly what you would say, just to get a rise out of me.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, you exist to bring serotonin out of Kojin and Silver.
Shut up! These things belong to Dragettes, and from there, either Dragamuffins or Bedraggers.
Okay, Dragon Muffins is a good pun.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the Draconas. Up next we have the purely elemental Arcana.
It's not going down.
Serious creatures about whom very little is known. Who knows where these creatures came from, what type of life will spawn them? Indeed, one of the few things that is known about them is their fondness for cake.
So persistent.
Yikes! Reinforcements!
First off, we have the Sunshine. Creatures who float like suns in desert sky, attacking their enemies with fire. They're also known to heat up the sand around them, making it even more uncomfortably hot for travelers.
No one
These
stands
evolve
in
into
Sensei's
grandsons,
way.
and from there into either Carry On, My Wayward Sons.
Oh,
Can't
you.
resist. Every fucking time I see it, I can't resist. You know, grandsons can also evolve into godsons.
God damn it.
Let's be real. Let's just be real. You're evolving into a wayward son just for the fun.
I don't know. I don't quite feel the rush.
Up next, we have the Pom Pom. Honestly, again, one of my favorite familiars. just because of its similarity to Pokemon like Koffing and Grimer. These creatures, born from 4 swamps, are known to hide among the trees, waiting for suitable prey to wander by. These evolve into pond palms, and from there, into either Pompeys or pomegranates.
Really?
Granite spelled like the stone because pomegranates can petrify.
I smell 2 enemies.
I have one in my squad.
It's a weak.
Up next we have the Kipper. Kipper are known for the fish-like heads and for the habit of sleeping whenever it is rainy, windy, or stormy. In fact, indeed it is actually quite a rarity to see one that is awake. These evolve into red nappers, and from there into either sweet breams or CS starfishes.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Who am I to disagree?
Oh, geez. Both the tigers are bullying GA.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Up next we have the Shonky Honker. This is a penguin duck who's also a musical note and a trumpet.
Huh.
These charming creatures who some believe are born from the hearts of music lovers communicate via a series of staccato parts from their shiny brass beaks. These evolve into sharper plumpers, and from there into either trumpy plumpers or honky tonkers.
Geez, some of these names.
Yeah! Up next we have the Hullaballoon. Creatures who are born and raised inside balloons, giving them the ability to ride the 6 winds and soar through the skies. These evolve into Balloonatics, and from there into either hot air Balloonatics or water Balloonatics. Up next, we have what would probably be all of your favorite genus familiar, the Aurora Lynx.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy.
It's a kitty with angel wings. Aurora Lynx appear on quiet evenings, leaving a glimmer of spectral light in their wake. Many a charming wizard has been transfixed by their ethereal
Sensei's
beauty.
back on his feet.
These evolve into Umbral Lynxes, and from there into either Astral Lynxes or Dual Lynxes. I like the idea of half angel, half devil. That's the Dual Lynx.
You know what? I think Ben would probably love what those the Angel Link line.
I know Remy would as well.
Yeah, I always do like the idea of duality.
Hey,
Up next we have Daimonia. Classic creatures born in the heart of darkness. Daimonia are fearsome creatures of uncertain origin. While Sage scholars agree that they cannot be of this world, they can say well off with any certainty, save that they are partial to Sundays. Indeed, they can occasionally be seen scoffing them in the shadows. Even demons like ice cream.
Can't blame them.
To start off, we have
enemies. But
the Ice Maiden. Ice Maidens are generally found wandering aimlessly around snowy plains. The mirrors which adorn the roads were said to show the face of the person one most detests. So
They're,
this is
just,
almost certainly hearsay.
they're basically just
They got one.
Yukiona.
That's just a Yuki-onna. These evolve into Ice Queens, and from there into either Eldritch Empresses or Sinister Sovereigns. And next we
Okay,
have
so
the Light
Chaos.
Shade.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, so Chaos Reptile, straight up, deadass, just tried using his Fatal Blow on me. I used Tactical Redeploy like how Sparky McKimbo here used Heavenly Potemkin Buster for movement.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy.
Nice.
Keep going.
Yeah, we have Light Shades. These shy creatures always cover their faces with a veil. They like to wait for the prey in the darkness, pouncing on them with an unexpected and sinister strength. These evolve into Sunshades, and from there into either Star Shades or Nightshades. Up next we have something that I named Lucifer, the Shrimpaler. creatures said to be born from the weapons of evildoers. Shrimp pailers have an irritating shrimp pailers have an irritating habit of sticking their tridents into anything and anyone that seems unfamiliar. These evolve into impalers, and from there into either grim palers or him-palers.
If I ever get one of those, I'm totally naming it Vlad.
and you're gonna make into a grim paler?
Probably.
I can't see you making it into the angelic impaler. Up next we have the relics with 2 X's. These creatures use their large ears as wings to fly through the sky, though much is still unknown about relics. Sages agree that they are foes to be avoided at all costs. The relics evolves into the electrics, also 2 X's, and from there into either medics or angelics. And finally, for Daemonia, we have the Boggly Boo. Though these creatures are not considered to be evil, they do have a childlike love of mischief. Their favorite trick is creeping up behind travelers and flicking their ears. These evolve into bigger boggles, and from there into either Hoggle Boggles or Moggle Boggles.
2 enemies! You... light orb!
You know, no matter how many times I see Sindel's Fatal Blow in this game, it doesn't get any less painful!
Yeah, no, it's one of those.
Next, we have the Mortuai. Tragic beasts who death did not allow the escape. They so afraid.
I smell
Most
one
wizards
enemy.
fail
You
to
can
notice
do
the
it.
presence of Mortuai until they are standing right next to them. They will not, of course, and then condemned to wander the world for eternity. They become very adept at passing by unnoticed. If you happen to spot one, let's start to scream and offer it some cake. Start off, Mortuai. We have the Boogies. Though generally found floating around in manner not dissimilar to human souls, these creatures are also capable of disguising themselves as candles. They evolve into Boo Boogies, and from there into either Boogie Woogies or Boogie Mans. Make the joke, I know you want to.
And if you're still on shaking, there's something very wrong. Cause this may be the last time you hear the boogie song.
There it is.
He's Ken Page.
A rare monster!
Also,
Something out of it!
can I just say Titan Hammock's probably the world's greatest showman? I mean, the dude may be ugly as sin, but the guy knows how to put on a world-class show.
Yeah, that sounds like
2
something.
enemies left!
Alright,
Yes, he does. Up next, we have the Wisp. Also, I should bring up that a lot of these creatures are seen around, like, places known for, like, death or graves. Ghostly Gorge, Tombstone Trail, that kind of thing. We have the Wisp. These creatures are at their happiest when dancing in large groups, and can become rather restless if left alone. These evolve into Ghost Whisperers, and then into either Kill the Wisps, or Wispulars. Give me a sec, I need to take a sip of our drink.
As it was about to look very hairy for a second there.
Next we have Girl Fiends. Undead souls, usually found hunting graveyards. They still retain memories from a lifetime, and tend to think that total strangers are their long-lost lovers. These evolve into ex-girl fiends, and from there into either phantasmas or grandams. Next we have my favorite. Actually, no, this is my favorite of the genus. Boneheads. Promoting themselves to the bone as soldiers, these creatures are now just skeletons. For all their efforts, however, they have never received a single promotion.
Damn it! Oh, that one ran away.
Boneheads evolve into Bone Rangers, and from there into either Bone Brigadiers
Chibi-chan's all
or,
confused.
my favorite, Bone Barons.
Okay, I know this is a different timeline, but I gotta tip my hat to Reiko for securing the bag
On
Awesome.
who?
on Li Mei, on his timeline's Li Mei for being his empress.
Really?
Like, again,
Interesting. Oh, next we have this game is what gave me the word Zombo. It makes look like they have seen better days, but these creatures are actually born like this. Even so, it is hard to not be repulsed by their insistent groaning. These evolve into Zombo Swains, and from there into either Captain Zombos or Mumbo Zombos.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Up next we have probably the saddest, the egg roll. Unfortunate egg-like creatures born before they were fully ready. They have wrapped themselves in bandages and are waiting for their bodies to form.
Oh.
These evolve into scrambled egg rolls where they've begun to develop, and then into either Humpty Bumpties where their bodies did develop. They've lived long enough to and were safe enough to where their bodies did develop, and now they walk around happy. Or Egg Egyptians. Just gonna read this one. Read the beginning of this one. Egg rolls that die before they're fully formed.
Oh.
The souls remain trapped within the bandages, which move as though they have a life of their own. Probably the saddest of all the familiars.
Yeah.
Something that was born before its body was even formed, and has to be wrapped in bandages and constantly careful, otherwise it'll die before its body forms. Finally, you know what, I said I was gonna read Nobilia? Fuck, I'm gonna do it. Nobilia, proud creatures spoken of in myth and legend. Everland has legends that speak of the mythical beings, whom we wizards refer to as Nobilia. As such creatures are extremely powerful, and not to be crossed lightly. All such creatures are extremely powerful and not to be crossed lightly, for they are known to have long memories and vengeful dispositions. The genus has been shrouded in mystery for so long that some have concluded it is beyond human understanding. No true wizard would be satisfied with such an explanation, of course. The fact remains that something in this world is simply too rare to permit familiarity. There's a single line in this genus. The Mandragora. Frost-loving creatures have been observed gulping down whole icebergs in seconds. The ice they consume remains frozen within their stomachs, giving their bodies a heft as of great use during battle. These are the only familiars who can evolve up to 3 times, meaning that if you get a 3rd stage that you end up not liking, you're not totally screwed. These evolve into the Pandoragoras, and then into either the Mandragoras or the Tundragoras. Again, it's your reward for completing the hardest battles in the game, in completing the Solaceum. Rank E, D, C, B, A, and S.
Oh, these. I believe these
There's
were all
5
weak
enemies.
to Zeo?
This one's
Garlic.
easy.
You know who your ultimate battle is in the Solaceum? Supreme Sage Solomon himself.
Now's our chance. Ready or not, here we come.
Alright. We're doing pretty good here. Ah, I'll take it.
before I go ahead and unlock the Noob Saibot and Havoc voice announcer packs, I'll probably use the latter for PS5. Because, as I said, Titan Havoc's got a showman's instincts.
Yeah.
Alright. And we still have
Like,
time.
the man knows what the people want. Homelander in a pack.
Alright.
we still have time, so I'm gonna go over the familiars that I have in my squad. I have Ganondorf, the God-Forsaken, Sophiacus, the Mahanaja, Supremo, the Mandragora,
One enemy. Now's your chance.
Dazzler, the Spanglerfish, Ulva, the Umberwood, Griffles, the Griffrigerator. There are actually some familiars that are not talked about in that book because they're DLC only. The Griffles line is one of them. The Griffin line is one of them, and I have its fully evolved form, the Griffrigerator.
Okay, that's a good name.
Scully, the Bone Baron, Iron Giant, the Steam Man, Hullabaloo, the Water Balloonatic, Koga, the Pomegranate, Jules, the Angelics, Nimbus, the Fountainhead, Felix, the Elegant Tiger, Wayne, the Paladin Partridge, and Rex, the Demoliceros. I'll tell you what the other DLC familiars are, by the way.
A rare monster. Beat the stuffing out of it.
The other ones are, if I can find them in this. My biggest issue is that
Alright.
Counting on you.
the familiar retreat is not
Someone else's
sorted
turn.
to
Two
begin with.
enemies
Alright.
left.
There's also the Flutterbee, which I have the fully evolved Midnight Flutterbee. And where's the last one?
Mandia.
Where's the last one? Alright. I did actually have a second Lumberwood I named Sylvester. I'm not finding the last DLC familiar. I'm forgetting what it was. Yeah, special mention should go to the familiar that I tried for so long to make work, but I chose the wrong third stage. Slash the Mermite. Problem with mites is that they are not particularly strong as you get into it, so you have to choose correctly. I went with Mermite rather than Dynamite, and that ended up biting me in the ass because it's the more defensive one, and that makes it kind of bad and passive.
Sensei, don't give up.
Shoot. Let's see. Purifying salt. Purifying salt not necessary. Okay,
Okay, and Yapping Dragon now, is not gonna shut up.
Yikes, it's tough.
The enemy ran away. Yuki-chan's seriously out to lunch. Counting on you. Persona. Someone else's turn. Just one enemy left.
there we go. Got one of them at least. Let's see.
So, Remy, was I right in that your favorites were Millites and Automata?
The Automata definitely sound really cool, especially with the freaking Iron Man reference. Ooh, I got the skill card for Rebellion.
Alright. Almost done with Chaos Reigns' story.
And what was John's favorite out of the ones I yapped about?
I don't know.
There were a lot of them, so.
Don't know what your value of Genius was?
One enemy. Now's your chance. Persona.
He's starting to slap me.
And it has the kitty.
Counting on you.
Son of a-
Persona.
Rami, once you do finally play Ni no Kuni, if you name a Minima familiar genus Minima genus familiar after me, I'm going to kick your ass so hard you won't have an ass left.
Well, now I'm gonna have to since you brought it up.
Hey!
You set yourself up for that.
No, I didn't! That was what you would have done it anyways!
No. I
You
wouldn't
probably will.
I wouldn't have done it if you didn't bring it up.
Like you don't enjoy making short jokes about me?
Well, that particular short joke I wouldn't have done.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you on that.
Well, that's on you.
Mwah. I love you, Lance.
Let's see.
I think Daddy is a real jerk to Mama sometimes.
Silver.
Yeah.
Be a piece of work to deal with sometimes. You know that?
I got John on my side.
Let's see. These ones are weak.
Yeah, this is like Haley's comment. Happens once every 70 years, Drake.
Alright, let's see.
Alright, Lance, I know you want.
Do
No,
I have
no.
any that know Mudo?
Hey, made it out of breaker. Made it out of breaker from Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here. Alright.
You wanna hop out of my arm?
Hi,
Go
Pixie.
on.
2 enemies left.
Hi, Pixie.
Great, Sensei.
You're doing
Go
well.
for broke.
Alright, got him.
And the award for
Ooh, let's see. One more.
You never did answer me if you think you would have liked the Ouroboros, Remy.
I mean, Ouroboros is an interesting idea to work with, so to have something referencing that, yeah. If only I had more cards to work with, that Aeon Arcana would have been worth it.
I do need to say, though, they call the Ouroboros, like, snake-like. It's not. It's a salamander.
Kind of like the Amphisbaena, but an infinite loop instead of being double-ended.
Yup.
I guess that makes sense.
Why is you mowing, Lance? Why is such a mower?
Thinking about it, I remember Ouroboros being a demon in the SMT series, but I don't remember seeing an Amphisbaena. Which I'm kind of surprised by. Alright, let's see. What do I got as far as personas? I have a fair few. I think
I'm not gonna use that Embrace Chaos move, because I don't want to neuter noob Cybot.
Alright,
As much as it is a good
God,
idea.
Lance is so loud. It's so cute.
I think everyone in Chaos Realm could hear Lance mew.
Okay, let's pull up an Ippon Detara, and let's have him learn single target Agi, since he already has
Let's
multiple
get this
target
over with.
Agi.
Get this over with, Chicago. Get this over with, Seattle. Put those fraudulent bears out of their misery.
Alright. Ooh. The Hermit Social Link infuses Ippon Detara with power. One more level and you can learn Mamudo. Alright, I think... Let's see. skill cards. Pulse Moody and
It
Rebellion.
needs to be studied how Bihan can have so much CTE in his skull that he thinks rushing towards a Titan was a good idea.
Alright, I think I'll go ahead and save. Alright, and let's see who we can raid and what we can raid with. Let's see. We raided Pink Kitty Rose earlier. Let's go ahead and raid Hypercool64, who is currently playing some Mario Party 3. That reminds me, I need to figure out a raid emote for, well, I mean, I got the ninja stars, but I feel like I'll need an actual, like, raid emote. Alright, okay. Tomorrow I have a morning shift at work, so the stream will be more Perfect Dark in the evening.
Okay.
And I'll probably be having Sky as co-com for that one.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Let's go ahead and raid.